Peace. Welcome to another episode of No Anonymity Podcast. What's going on, Miss Thang?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
That's good.
How you been?
I've been pretty good, thanks.
This probably your first time watching me, huh?
No, it's not my first time watching you. I've watched
No.
some of your videos. I don't watch them live, but I'll go back and watch
Oh, you
some
watched
of
the
the things.
rebroadcast. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I do.
Cool. I appreciate it. You hear me
Especially,
good, right?
yeah, I can.
Okay. Yeah, we got a few more guests that might be popping up, but I always do like cologne of the day type thing, and this one is going to be Beverly Polo Sports. I do cheap ones for the simple fact that you got people like Big Beer Business and um the what's the other guy name? I forgot his name. They do like more of the expensive ones, like the $400 bottles. Somebody they did one for like $2,000. I'm like the average person, come on, man. And a lot of
Well,
that
I'm
stuff
go ahead.
doesn't smell as good. It all goes with about your chemistry because I got a bottle of Creed that was $600 and it don't smell that good on me.
Well,
With
some of
with
them don't, but
yeah
most,
with
there's a
my
couple of them. With
yeah
your chemistry, right? I get it. I
yeah
mean, like, I'm glad you didn't even bring that up to me earlier because I would have wanted to bring out mine. Like, I love Chanel and I have every last one of them over there.
nice yeah
That's my favorite one. I don't care that they cost like 175 and up. I
yeah
have them.
yeah. I got a bunch of cologne. I got expensive, some good
I
on me,
got some
some
cheap
not.
ones, but I don't wear them. I
I
just
got
like
some
the
cheap
bottle.
ones too. But
Yeah.
tonight, this one is Polo Sports. Now, guys, I always tell them to inbox me with different things. And one guy, I'm assuming you young. I don't know. You might be older. On He asks, "How do you put it on?" So you want to go here. You want to give a good spray here. You want to do one behind your neck, on the sides of your neck, and touch your shoulders. Boom, you good. And here's a tip, fellas: spray your underwear. I'm telling you, spray your underwear. If you're watching a movie with your girl, y'all about to cuddle. This is something, get a little cheap, something that smells good, and go take you a nice shower, spray up real good, and watch a movie with her. She'll appreciate you smelling good. You don't have to spend a lot of money. This is Beverly's Polo Sport. Smells good. It smells great. Smells good. And with that being said, what's happening with you? You was just recently in a play. You want to tell us about that for a little bit?
About Sparkle,
Yeah, Sparkle.
well, that was by Jay Whispers and I guess produced by Janet Baxter.
Okay.
And I think Grand Tone helped her as well. But I had a very small part. I was the girlfriend who got cheated on.
Okay.
I guess he kind of embarrassed me. Well, it would have been embarrassing if it really happened in real life. He took my
Mm-hmm.
flowers, took my
Mm.
coat, asked
Oh
for
wow.
all my clothes to be taken
Mm-hmm.
off on stage. And overall, it was a really good play. It was very interesting. I enjoyed
Okay.
it.
I've never seen the original. I don't think. Is that Diane Carroll in the original? Who is
Um,
that?
I I don't even know who that was in the original because I only saw it briefly. I had to go through and look at the parts because I
Okay.
was going to be in the play. I had never saw it. I mean, I had
Okay.
heard the story before and I listened to some of the songs. Of course, we all know the
Yeah.
songs when you hear them. I didn't know who that was, but I went back and kind of skimmed through. But I only went through the parts where he was like really abusing the girlfriend and how he got her on drugs and all that type of stuff because I needed to know that for my part. So
Oh, right. Okay. See, I thought you was gonna play Sparkle.
no, I can't
No.
sing.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
needed to be able to sing and I couldn't sing. I sung a song in there. I mean, I showed you guys, I mean, well, the audience that I couldn't sing because after my scene with him taking my coat and everything, I then came up and sung a song. And I'm like, you always picking girls who can't sing. And I started singing the song.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have
And
to go.
of course, I was terrible, but
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that play out. Yeah.
yeah, you need to check it out. I told you that when it first started. I'm like, you need
I
to come
know.
see
I
it.
wanted to get all of the whole cast on there, but I couldn't get in touch with Jay Whispers. Nobody. I'm like, damn, he didn't even reach out to say, hey, I'm doing this.
Yeah,
Let's get on here. But he probably was busy or something. I'm not sure. I don't
yeah.
know.
I'm pretty
Dang.
sure during that time it was really stressful at the last minute, everybody trying to get their lines together and stuff.
Yeah. Now, did you guys do more than one show, or was it
Nope, we only did one show.
okay?
Yep, it was just one.
Just one show. A lot of people show up.
Yeah, yeah, it
Okay.
was a pretty decent crowd.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, so now we're gonna get into, is chivalry dead, and if so, who killed it? I was trying to stall out a little bit, wait on some more people to pop up. We got one. So what time is it in New York? It's 8, 9
It
there.
is 9:02 right now.
Okay, it's 9 there. Sheesh. Yeah, my man
So
talking about.
they're on colored people time right
Yeah,
now.
they on CP time. You know how that go. But yeah. Have you seen the video of the guy? He took the girl out. He asked her to go out on a date to a basketball game. I think it was the Atlanta Hawks playing. And
No, but I heard it.
you heard it. And he had the blood nose seats. They was way up there now.
Yeah.
But she put my man on blast. She was upset about the quality of the seats, but I think it should have been more about him, trying to spend time with her than the seats. You ain't gonna get no goddamn court side seats, like
Right, right. I mean, some people expect that though. And no, mostly though, honestly, it's the new generation. Like they
right.
want everything in real time right now, the most expensive, the best. Even if they don't already have that, they're not even living that lifestyle. They want someone else to provide that for them, especially like the young ladies. Like it's like if
Mm-hmm.
you can't take me to this expensive
Mm-hmm.
restaurant that I can't afford myself,
Mm-hmm.
that I'll never go to on my own, then
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to date you. It's unrealistic, but that's the
Preach.
expectations. So, I mean, it kind of makes it bad for women. I mean, it's some younger that women that do appreciate having a good man of quality with value,
Right.
some type of morals and values, but you have a group of women who think that, okay, I just need a free meal and I need the best dinner and I might not even want you, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you need
Mm-hmm.
to take me out to get some lobster and some steak because I ain't get my food stamps. And
Ooh.
so, I mean, it just messes it up for other people.
Right, right.
Me,
Yeah,
myself, though, like, I like when I date somebody, I would date a man. He has to have morals and values. So I'm never gonna fall in a situation where I have to worry about chivalry or what you're gonna do because I'm already looking at that before I even say yes to the date.
right,
If
right.
you're not the type of person that I would date, or you don't fit the criteria of what I'm looking for,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm not even gonna date you. If you don't come to me with morals and values and a belief in God, it's done. And if you already have those things, I already know that you're gonna know how to treat me. Even if it's not
Mm-hmm.
specific to what I want, it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
close enough where I can tell you what I like and the way I want to be treated.
Right,
So I don't really have to worry about running into that type of stuff.
right,
And I
right,
don't expect for somebody to take me to a $500 date when I first meet them. I don't care where we go. If I like you and I'm feeling you, we can stay right in the park or talk or walk. It doesn't matter. And that's the way it should be. A man shouldn't have to spend, to me, more than $50 on a date when you're just meeting somebody. What if it don't work out or you don't click? Or why
right,
do he have to spend his whole check to take you somewhere?
right.
I think that's just really ridiculous.
And that's the thing. Like these girls, you just meeting a guy, he don't know you. You want him to go and spend $200-300 on a first date, like you said. I might not even like you. Why? What's wrong with us going to have coffee,
Right.
going out? And she was mad about those nosebleed seats. She probably never been to a fucking NBA game in
In
her
her
life.
life, right? But that's how it is. It's mostly the women who don't even go, they don't even experience the things that they're requesting of somebody that they date. And to me, for a guy, that should be a red flag. Why do you guys even want to even, soon as somebody tell you that, you should be like, okay, it's a wrap. Like, okay, I'll call you later, never see me again.
Right. Or you got the women where you got to cash at me before we go out. And I got a cousin like that. He meet these girls, and and shout out to you, big cuz, I love you to death. He want to get their nails done, and
That
they
you messing it up for everybody. I mean,
yeah,
that's okay if that's your girl, but it ain't your girl.
yeah.
Why are you doing
You
this?
just met her like last weekend. Now you taking her shopping. Like he always wanted to keep this persona of being like this big baller. And
Yeah,
he got money, but I'm just saying, but why do that with somebody that you just now meeting? I think it sets
right.
the wrong
Right.
expectations.
But I mean, there's a lot of guys that do that. I mean, I have guys in my inbox that offer to buy me stuff and they cash at me just from, I don't even know how to get my number, but they cash at me and they send me stuff. And I always send it back only because I don't want to run into you. So one time somebody gave me, because I do children's events for the city of Rochester. So
Mm-hmm.
sometime one time a guy gave me a couple $100. And
Mm,
when I tell you, for that couple of $100 that he supposedly was giving to the children, he
mm.
stalked me for so long. Like, it was just so uncomfortable. He would make page after page after page for that
Mm,
$200.
mm.
So I just got to the point where I'm not taking nothing from you. If I don't really like you or have no interest in you, I'm not taking your money. Like,
Right.
I'll laugh with you and ha ha he, but no, I don't want your money. I'm not going out on no dates with you. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
meeting you nowhere. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
can't have my number, none of that. So I don't even play like that. It gets really serious. Some of those people, I don't think women understand. Some
Mm-hmm.
of those men who give you money and get your nails done in here, that's they last. They take it from their kids in hopes of being with you. So
Mm-hmm.
now that you take their money and they're getting nothing in return, some people got a problem with that.
Right.
So
And especially you, if you're accepting a date from a guy, you know good and damn well you're not interested in. You're not gonna give him none. You don't see no potential, but you want that free meal. You want that
right.
steak 54. You want those cocktails. I put a poll up, and a lot of women was like, "No, I ain't going." A lot of them said they would. We got somebody joining us right now. Let's see. But like you said, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
My brother,
What's
peace.
up? Cuz
What's
Good
up,
how you
man? What's
doing?
evening.
going
How are
on?
you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks.
Coming
Yes,
from one podcast to another.
I see. I was checking out the show, man.
Appreciate it.
She said
Appreciate
she
it.
ain't fighting for nothing.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Crazy,
Hey,
right?
so yeah, but sometimes you gotta fight for relationships, especially if that's the person you feel like you can
Right.
have
If you
something good with.
right, if you have something good with the person that's worth fighting for, then
Yeah,
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 I
yeah,
do that. I do. You ain't
yeah.
going nowhere. I done
No,
invested a little time.
yeah, because
So
we appreciate you coming over. We talking about is chivalry dead, and we was talking about the guy that took the girl to the basketball game in Atlanta, and it was like nosebleed seats, and she she freaked out
right,
like.
right. Well, I mean, I think that first off, how did she not know that the seats was gonna be like that before they got in there? Like
But why did it even matter? Why did it matter?
how was
First
that
date.
a
That's their
surprise?
first date. That's the first date.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not. I don't subscribe to that. Like I thought it was whack that she acted the way that she acted. But again, like how does she not know that that's where they were going to be sitting ahead of time?
Well,
Like
she
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 had to
thought
know.
she was gonna be courtside, with the celebrities and everybody.
I think that sometimes, no offense to the lady in the house, I think that uh it's hilarious how some women require things that they don't have the means to acquire themselves. So they
She
I
they
just
just
have
said that.
she
I
just
just
said
said
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like you say, oh, I want a man with a master's degree, but you
Hmm.
dropped out in ninth grade.
Right.
How does that work? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like how does that work?
Yeah. You want a man make six figures and you don't even make 10,000 a year.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You living on public assistance and you
She
and you're
just
trying
said
Why
that
are you
too.
saying everything that I said? You should have came on time.
right.
Yeah, you want food stamps, but you want me to give you filet mignon.
You're
Okay.
Right.
right.
Okay.
However, comma,
Yeah.
uh I think that we all should still have standards too, though. You
Right.
Yeah,
know, we should have
absolutely.
standards
Mhm.
as well. But I think that sometimes, we watch videos and we see things on social media that kind of gives us an inflated, delusional view of how dating should be, like
Right.
being, and you start asking for things like we said earlier that you weren't asking for before. Like you was eating at Applebee's just fine
Right.
a couple
Right.
weeks ago. Now all of a sudden
Excuse me.
it ain't good enough,
Right.
you know. But
Yeah.
Well, that's because you guys actually, there's some of you that are doing it who are making it bad for others. Actually there's a lot of you guys that are doing it. Even some people who say, if you have a chat, let's just say on Facebook, and you're talking about something, you have men that say, I would never. but I know you would because you've offered me these things and I don't even know you. You know what I mean? So you
Mm-hmm.
mess it up for other people. You say what you won't do, but you really do. Like you buy people stuff in hopes of sleeping with them, and you say you don't trick, you're not a simp
Mm,
and all of this stuff, but you done bought a lot of jewelry and you done
mm,
got a lot of hair done,
mm,
nails and all
mm,
that stuff. And then when you meet somebody who's requiring these things right off the bat, you're offended. But you just did it, and they heard about you. You know what I mean? They
mm,
heard this is what you do. You buy nails and you get hair done and you buy
mm-hmm,
groceries and all of that
mm-hmm,
stuff. So when people come at you like that, how are you now offended? Like you should already have standards for yourself. If this is what you don't do and you meet a woman asking you, don't still be trying to sleep with her, running behind her, giving her all your money. You need to be gone when she first start.
right,
Right,
right, yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah,
I,
absolutely.
I think there's a it's well, I mean I'm married, so I've been out the game for a minute, but I think that
Them be the worst type. The worst type. I get the preachers, the married men trying to give me all the church's money. I get them all.
you you know what you know what uh just to kind of touch on not just to touch on that, um not saying that what you're saying is not valid,
Mm,
but what I will say is that for myself personally, being married, right,
Yes.
I find that I find that I have more access to women now than I did when I was young.
Absolutely.
that's a fact.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
facts.
in the sense of women seem to feel more comfortable with me
Mm-hmm,
when they because they know that I'm married and that necessarily I'm not wanting something from them, so they're more free. I find myself having more women friends. I'm able to have conversations and stuff like that. And sometimes I think that women are that's their go-to. So like if a guy if they consider a guy too friendly, then oh, he's trying to holler at me.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? If he if if he talks a little bit too much to if I'm having a little bit too much conversation, then I got something, I got something in mind. When a guy is genuinely, you know what I'm saying? And me being married, I'm more comfortable around women
mm,
too. So when women see that, they automatically assume, oh, he's trying to holler.
okay.
He's
I mean,
always trying to
I
get
wouldn't assume that, but it's just been my experience. Like,
at. Mhm.
um, I be around a lot of people. I travel all over the world all the time, so I meet a
Mhm.
lot of different people. And
Mhm.
I'm telling you, the majority of men who are married or they like high officials, preachers, like I don't know what the heck do I look like because they all be like the same type of people. Like I had went to this specific guy who I won't name, but I was having like a moment, like going through some stressful stuff with my job, like nothing really too bad, just stressed out, traveling all the time and
Mm.
just really, really busy, just overwhelmed. And I'm like, oh, I need prayer. And prayer turned into I can do anything for you. You
Lay
ain't gotta work
hands.
like that. Yeah, he wanted to lay hands on me. He wanted to give me some of the spirit. Like,
Mm,
geez. And I was so shocked because I literally, like, I never gave you any indication that you even had a chance. Like, you ain't even my type. I don't care if you wasn't married, if you wasn't a preacher. Like, I would never. You're not like even nobody I would look at. And
mm,
and therefore, I was really comfortable talking to him. You know what I mean? Thinking
mm,
like you're just a preacher, and I'm just telling you like some things that I'm going through, and that I need prayer. We didn't even get to the prayer.
mm,
We done went from the prayer to I can get anything I want, and every Sunday I can get the church money, all that.
mm,
And I was so quiet because I was really hurt because I really like thought like I could be like you can be like a friend, like like not even like just somebody I can go to, like you're the preacher. And
mm,
then I have male friends like that too. And I'm telling you, and I said this to my girlfriends and guy friends. I don't have any male friends that I can't sleep with if I wanted to. I don't have not one. And I don't care
Mhm.
who's listening, who watched this. Every male friend I've had and have right now, I can sleep with you if I wanted to. You've approached me or I said no already because I said I mean no, but
Mm.
I've never had a friend. They all
Okay.
say they try to put me into the friend zone after I already told you I don't want you. Like now you're my brother, you're my cousin, you're so protective of me and all that, all
Mhm.
fake. I can sleep with any one of them I want to. Like that's just
Wow.
how it is.
Yeah.
So do I trust like men when they say they want to be my friend? No, I don't. Like I'll be your friend because I know I'm not sleeping with you. It's up to me because I
Right.
never had one. I'm not no disrespect to you, sir. I'm not saying if I was around you that I could. I'm just telling you my experience with the people that's in my circle and around me. I don't have
Okay.
none.
Mm.
So
One.
so when we're
Oh wait,
talking
wait, 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 wait. One, a couple gay ones. I'm sorry.
Wow.
so so when we're talking so when we're talking about chivalry, are we talking about chivalry in general? Or are we talking about chivalry when it comes to like man-woman relationships? Are we talking about dating or are we talking about just
Yeah,
general?
I'm talking about our men getting are they shying away from chivalry because they seeing women they don't want to go to cheesecake. The dude pull up to the cheesecake, he go to open the door, she refused to get out. She pull her phone out, start filming. He got me at cheesecake. Like are men getting sick of it and saying, you know what? Because even me, like I hold the door for people, certain women. I don't want to put y'all on blast, but I might have to, and they don't even say thank you. But it'd be a
Oh.
other group of women I hold the door for. They'd be like, thank you.
Yeah, they're happy about it. But that's why I don't think chivalry is dead. I just think it just depends on who you're dating. Like what are you looking for? Because like I told you earlier, I would only date men who had values and morals. I don't even date you if you don't believe in God, you don't go to church, you don't have a relationship with God. I don't want to date you. Only
Mhm.
because, not because I like you got to be this Christian and you got to be this type of person. It's just that the majority of time those people it goes with morals and values. So I just look at that, what you believe in, what your belief system is, how you act, how you interact with other people, your parents, your mom, your sisters,
Right.
and I make that decision based on that. I don't look at you and say he's so fine, I like the fact that he go to the gym, I see him working out all the time. I don't care about that.
Right.
I care about how you treat me as a person. And I always run into men that are perfect gentlemen. I love black men. And I see there are great black men. They don't all cheat. They don't all do all these things that I hear people say. That's not my experience with them. Okay.
Hmm.
So I feel like it's just what are you looking for? Because soon as you tell me something, if you be like, hey mom, what you doing tonight and all that, you can't talk to me, you know? So what are you settling for? I don't have
Right.
those issues.
Okay. Okay.
Um, like you said, I mean, in a nutshell, it just depends on, everybody's different. You know what I mean? I don't know where you're from now, but
I'm
but
from
Jimmy and
Rochester.
okay, you're from Rochester too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a certain way that we talk. You know what I mean? And that's not to say that that's not to say right or wrong or whatever,
Yeah, yes
but
it is to
a,
me.
a lot of times we are victims of our environment. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
if my dad is not there, if I don't have solid male role models around me,
Hmm.
then I may have a great job, a great career or whatever, but
And I may not
socially
talk to you
but
with no social
socially
skills.
socially I may not be that may be all I have for you at that moment. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like that might be
But you
all I have for you
right,
at that
but you
moment.
won't have it
But
for me.
my intentions are still noble, just like the business guy who says, excuse me, Miss Matt, can I talk to you for a minute? My name is such and
No,
such.
I don't feel like that because that's just like that's saying
Mm.
that you're dating potential. I wouldn't date potential. Like you have to already be there because I
Whoa.
don't want to wait to see if you're gonna get there.
Now
It's
Whoa.
let
a
me
waste of
stop.
my
Let me
time.
and now
Whoa.
let me stop you
Whoa.
there. Let me stop you there. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Whoa. Hold on.
That 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 that
Damn.
is the problem with black women.
And
Woo!
why do you say
I
that?
need a
What is the
soundboard.
problem?
Shots
Because I
fired.
mean, I'm allowed to have standards. And if you
That
can't come to me,
that's not
hold
the
on,
same.
is my finish? Hold on. Yes, it is.
That's not the
Yes, it is.
same thing.
Yes, it is. If you come to me and you're not really ready for a relationship and you can't even communicate and you have no social skills, why do I have to accept you and hope that you're going to get it together or hope that you might be able to talk to me 3 months from now? Why would I have to accept that? That's
That's
not, and that's not a problem with black women. That's a problem with black men. If
I'm
that's
going
what
Mm.
to
you,
tell. Let me tell you why.
okay,
I
Woo.
I believe in my heart. I don't know if Jay is going to agree or not. But when it comes to dating and relationships and stuff like that, especially initially when you're initially meeting or whatever, women have way more influence and power than men.
absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely.
So, how many girlfriends do you know that are have been with their man for blah 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 however many years, but when they met them, they might have been way rough around the edges. They might have been talking crazy, cursing every other word, smoking weed every day. But now they are mature family men with good careers and job. I have plenty of friends
I
like
don't
that.
have any like that.
Here's my issue. There's nothing wrong with having standards. You should, because I have a daughter. Absolutely. You should have standards. However, if I'm if I'm working every day, I am saving my money, I'm doing everything that I can to live a righteous life. My intentions are good,
Mm.
and I approach you respectfully, and because I don't meet a certain criteria at that moment,
Mm.
that's not my issue.
That is your issue. It is.
Especially if I'm I'm right where I need to be at that present moment because I'm working every day. I'm
Right.
working hard.
But there's nothing
I'm
wrong
not
with that.
sitting
But
back.
there's nothing wrong with that, what you said.
Mhm.
But there's nothing wrong with me not wanting to be with you because you're not what I want either. Like you're not where I want you to be. Like I don't I'm not I don't require you to take me to all these fancy places and to do all of these overrated things that I'm seeing amongst the new generation. That's not the type of woman that I am. However, like I said, if you come to me and you sound like it's gonna be a waste of my time, then I got to keep moving. I can get a man when I can't get a cheeseburger. So there's no way that I'm just going to settle for just
And
anything.
and that's my whole point of with the women having more power because a woman can afford to um brush off brush off 10 men because she knows eventually somebody's coming. You're constantly being approached.
Right.
So with men, but men, that's not always the case unless you somebody like Jim. You're not getting approached all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm not getting approached all the time. Hold on. That's
Unless
what over
you
my head for a second. No, I'm not getting
I was
unless
approached
wondering.
all
I
the
said, I was saying to myself, "Oh, he's humble."
you know, unless you like my man Jim, my cousin Jim over here,
time. Uh-uh.
you're not getting a man is not getting approached. I
Well, I
can
mean, I do
personally
mean.
I can count maybe on one hand and still have some fingers left on in my lifetime actually being approached by a woman.
Oh
Now,
Mm.
wow.
you tell me how many times in a versus how many times in a day you get approached by a man. You get what I'm saying? So
Oh
Right.
my gosh.
my point is saying that you have the option of pushing saying, oh, he's not uh polished enough yet. He can't talk to me.
Mm.
Because you know that further down the street is gonna be somebody else that's coming that might be a little bit further along than me.
But there's
You know what I'm
also
saying?
somebody that's going to come along that wouldn't mind taking that person just the way you described them. That's why I said it depends on what a person actually, what my preferences are. You know what
Mm,
I mean? What
mm,
a female's preferences are versus like the same as a man.
mm,
Like you, I might not be your type. Like a lot of men have told me, like I go to the gym all the time, right? And there's guys in there, and they're like, "You're pretty, but you're too small. I like women a little bigger." Like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't want to be big. You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
I've been this size all my life. I
right.
always had a flat stomach. I've always had this. That this ain't from no gym. It's genetics. My dad, my aunts, they all look like this. Okay,
Yeah.
mm,
so I'm not everybody type. Like, and I make my own money. Like, I don't expect anything from you. I literally make enough money to take care of myself. And if I like a guy, I don't mind paying for a date. Like I'll pay for a date if I like you. So it's not
Mhm.
about like money and all that type of stuff. It's just like I want to know, like I'm too old to be wasting my time going on dates with you for nothing. For what? Like to waste my time. If you already showed me that you're not what I want, you're not my type, then I'm out. Like I don't want to
mm.
waste my time with you.
But the thing is
And I don't
that
want your free dinner either.
but the
Oof.
thing is that from if I'm if I'm going by what I've heard you say prior to now,
Yes.
the only thing that you're I'm getting the impression that from first meeting, you're like, nah, he ain't my type.
Yeah, what kind
But
of
what,
car
You
you
know,
but
drive?
what
let me
you're
tell you
but
something
what
about
you're
women.
talking about is
Let me tell you
more
something
further
about
down the
women.
line.
When we first meet you, we already know if we want to sleep with you or not, or what we want
Ooh.
with you, right?
Mm,
As soon as you start talking, even if you ain't no good for us, we already know. Like I really want to get with him right here, or I like him, or whatever. We know already, like from
mm,
meeting you. And if you say that one thing, like I'm really feeling you, I'm real feeling you, and then you say something stupid, it's a wrap. Like you can't get that back. It's first impressions are everything. So yes,
okay.
right off the bat, we do know like how far we don't know how far it's going to go. We're giving you an opportunity like to wow us. Okay, so
Yeah.
now we're talking or whatever, we're having conversations, and you say something stupid. For me, normally when somebody started talking to me about sex, like I done talked to you a couple times on the phone, right? And then you say, like I say, oh, I can't wait to go over to my girlfriend's house. We're gonna have so much fun. We're And they're like, oh, I could tell you how we can have fun because I got some fun for you. I'm
Okay.
not never gonna call you again. Like
Right.
you're done. You're
Mm,
done. So stuff
Yeah.
like that is like a no for me.
uh,
I just talk to you and see what you're talking about and where you're
right.
coming from before I make a decision on if I want to keep talking to you or not. Or you say, I'll give you a chance to even say a couple stupid things, but then some things is just a no.
Right. I kind of agree with you a little bit about not dating guys, not dating potential, but because I think all of us should be on our purpose and be, or at least be striving for something. But if you got a good man and he's trying to do something,
Right.
and
Yeah.
he might not be at that level that you want him
Right.
at, you might be passing up an amazing opportunity, a husband,
And
everything
I
like
agree
that.
with that.
Well,
I
answer
agree
this
with that.
question for me: why do so many, since we taking it there tonight, sisters think that they deserve?
I've already answered that.
Hold on, they think that they deserve to be treated like wives when just in the dating phase. Like somebody made a post and they said, "Do men still come gas your car up and wash it?" And I commented under there, "Yeah, if I was married to you, I would. But fuck, I'm just dating you. Why would I come gas your car up?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know why some people think they're entitled. It's mostly the newer generation that thinks like that. Most women, like in my age range, we're happy that you actually do small things for me. I like little things. Like I argue with people about Coach bags and Birkin bags and crazy stuff like
Mm,
Louis Vuitton bags because I don't really like it. I got a whole bunch of it in here, but I don't like it. I like simple stuff. If you bought me a flower, or I like socks, and I got this fetish about panties. I like Victoria's Secret. I like tons and tons. I never can have too many, but I don't care about you buying me like the most expensive handbag, or you
okay.
taking me to the most expensive restaurants or trips and all that. I want to do those things, but I want to do those things with my man. Like I don't care
Mm,
about if Joe Smo. I get flowers from strangers all the time and gifts and just the craziest stuff ever. It doesn't mean anything to me. I'd rather you save your money. If you bought
So
me something, a card that says "Just thinking of you. I hope you have a great day," that would mean way more to me than your superficial things that you buy. So
what you're describing, whether you know it or not, is potential.
no, I'm not
Yeah,
saying I would date you. I said if you're going to buy those things. No,
those
no,
are
no.
those are
I'm
the
not gonna.
acts. Those are
Those
the
are the
acts
acts of the
of
potential, but I'm not dating
potential.
you. I didn't say I wanted to date you. I said if you're gonna
Yeah.
buy me something, I would appreciate
What you're
a
describing are the
gesture
acts. What you have just described are the acts
of
of a
potential that I
potential.
ain't dating.
Mm. So you
So
gotta
now
a man gotta have.
you talking both sides now.
No, I'm
Like,
not. I'm telling you, I'm just saying men that do those things, it doesn't mean anything. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
no,
that.
you were saying how you like little things like flower, like a
Yeah,
flower
but
or
I'm just saying no, but I'm not saying I didn't say anything about I was dating you and I want you to bring me flowers. I'm just telling you what I like. I'm not saying I'm dating
right,
potential. You gonna make me say I'm
right.
N-
What I'm saying to you is this.
I understand
There,
completely.
especially coming from where we come from, right? Some of the areas that we come from. Um, when you if you have somebody like Jim was saying earlier, you got somebody who works every day that is working towards something. You know what I'm saying? Being whoever they want to be. There's something to be said about hanging in there, like dating somebody who is a worker,
Mm.
um, versus somebody who is extremely established, who, excuse me, who don't need you, and you can't account for any of my. But put it this way. Put it this way. You got a guy. He's a he's an attorney. He's a doctor. He's a professional. He's an entrepreneur. He's hugely successful. He comes across you, and for whatever reason, you like what he's talking about, and you start dating him. Blah 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 blah. But the point. But the thing is that he's taking a chance too,
Right.
because
Absolutely.
now
Absolutely.
so because he's already successful, you can't account for any of his success. You can't take credit for anything that he's done or accomplished, right?
Mm.
Now there's something to be said for that. Now
Mhm.
then you got this other guy who works hard every day trying to bring a business off the ground, or maybe he's
Mhm.
trying to work his way up the ladder or whatever. He loves you to death, does all the little things that you're talking about, and you're with him every step of the way. Now he becomes the CEO. Now he becomes the president. Now he becomes the general manager or whatever, the owner, whatever the case may be. You can you have invested. You have an investment. You can
Yeah.
account for some of his success. You can hold yourself responsible for at least a
But you
portion of
you
his
you
success.
sound like you're talking
There's
about his
something to
success.
be
His success is only
said about both
finance.
of them. Huh?
Yeah. It sounds like you're talking about when you're talking about him being successful, it's only about his finance up on the way, getting to money. I'm not looking at a guy for money because I make my own money.
I'm not talking about just money. I'm talking about development,
Okay.
personal development.
Okay.
The success is not the goal. The success
Okay.
is the
But you
result.
said that. You said that.
Success is not the goal.
Okay. Well,
That's
let
just
me
the
just
result
let me
of
just tell you, I'm not staying around for anybody's personal development. I'm too old for
Mm.
that. Okay. If you have to be there, and that's just my own preference, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like I think like if I was talking to my daughters and telling them, I would tell them exactly to look for a man how you just described. I'm not looking for that. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm definitely not going to be looking for somebody to climb the ladder and I no, I'm not doing that.
So
well, I
you
mean,
want him
when you bring age into it, I mean that definitely is a factor. But I'm just
Yeah,
generally
right.
speaking.
And I said you're absolutely correct. I would tell my daughters like that's the kind of man you should want to grow with and meet and start a relationship with. But as for me, no, you better be you already better be there, okay? And
to.
that's
Mm.
just that.
Well, fellas working at Marshalls and TJ Maxx, you don't have a chance. Even if you're in a management program, you don't got a chance.
Right.
She wants owners, okay? How many of these you own? Wow.
I did not say that. I didn't say that.
But listen,
Now,
potential could be a good thing.
Unless you this guy right here.
Nah,
Jim,
man. Nah, they don't want me. I'm broke and dusty out here.
let me tell you something. Jim.
And grinding and grinding.
You might not know this, Jim. And I'm not saying this to gas you up. This is God's honest truth. Do you know how many girls that I've liked, that I've went to their house, and they got a picture of you in their house? No lie. As a teenager, because we family. So,
oh my God.
And I'm not even, and for real, I'm not even just saying that. I'm dead up serious. You know how many girls I've went to their house and they got a picture of you in their house?
A picture of me?
Picture of you in their house, like when you was in like elementary school, middle school, stuff like that.
Damn.
Listen, this guy is a problem.
Nah, don't put that out there.
If he was a problem then,
I already know about him. I've been knowing him since I was about like 19. I know about you.
I'm a God-fearing man. Don't want no problems. Chilling. Wow. But you know, my other cousin Red, he told me, he said, yeah, I was dating this girl, and you know, we in the bedroom. He said, I'm taking off my shirt, and I look over on the damn dresser. He said, cuz it's a picture of you on her dresser. I said, of me? I ain't speak to this girl in like 6 years. What she got a picture of me up for?
Facts. There's no lie. No lie.
You were known for the muscles way back then before everybody else got them.
Like it's no lie. Like you go there and they got a picture of you in their house.
Wow, I appreciate it. All you people still got pictures of me up. Salute to you. Hit the Cash App. Subscribe to the channel. Okay.
Word up.
Wow, so, that's crazy.
But yeah, I think that to answer the question though, chivalry is not dead. I think that you know, social media and culture tries to convince us that, you know, that's corny, but it's not.
Right.
Yeah, it's not corny. No,
it's definitely not. It's definitely not.
Yeah,
you know.
I think we really need to bring the old black love back, how it used to be. You know.
I think age got a lot to do with it too. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna sit up here and say that I was a super gentleman my whole life. Like I kind of matured into
it. Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. You know, so like it is what it is. Like I believe if I was like a super gentleman at like 13 or 14, girls probably would have looked at me like I was a nerd, or you know,
they wouldn't have liked you.
Right. So like,
and it's funny because the women who say a lot of them that say they want men to act a certain way, if they start acting like that, they're totally turned off by that. So I don't think they really even mean that, because if a man starts saying he love you all the time and buying you flowers and showing up at your job talking about I love you with a sign in his hand, you don't want him.
Got the mariachi band out there. You like that corny nigga?
Right.
That corny dude. Yeah,
They really want a thug to act like they love him once in a while.
What they do is they marry the rich guy, but they cheat with the thug.
That's a fact. Yeah. The broke dude. That's crazy. Yeah. So that's for the financial reasons. Well, let's hope not. You know, once you find that man who owns half of North America.
No, stop. You making it about money, and I'm not that type.
No, I know what you're saying. You saying he should already, be established.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't want you to drive my car. I don't want you to have you to want. You can come live with me. I mean, I own a house and stuff too, but I don't
Yeah,
want you to come move in with me because you ain't got nowhere to live at all. You
Yeah.
know,
yeah, got you,
that's what I'm
got you.
saying.
Yeah, I got you, got you, got you. You don't want them roasting you in the comment section. She a gold digger. No, she's
I
yeah.
ain't messing with no broke. How about that?
There you go. There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
That's
yeah, great conversation, man.
absolutely.
Absolutely, I enjoyed it.
I did too, man. You guys were amazing. I usually I try to go for like an hour on here
Mhm.
just for watch time purposes. So we probably got about 10 more minutes if y'all can hang in there with me for a
Absolutely.
second. But what I was gonna say about dating, the dating situation with everything going on. A lot of the new girls, like I put a post up about height. Would you date a short man? A lot of women said no.
I did one time. It was so awkward because I'm
Really?
5'10". I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
And he was trying to talk to me for a long time, and I had broke up with this guy, and he just was always trying. So I talked to her. It was just so weird. He always wanted me to wear flat shoes. I like being tall, so I always wear heels. I
Right.
love being tall. You always got to stand on the curb to try to kiss me. It was just so weird. Like no, like
So we got a question for y'all. Some Jet said, would you consider a person who only texts, no phone calls, a part of chivalry? Um,
On the
absolutely
opposite,
not.
yeah, on the opposite side, why is the
That's
person
definitely
only
opposite. Yeah.
texting? Why is the
And
person
why are you
only
only texting? You can't pick up the phone. That people have gotten
texting?
lost in that type of stuff. Like I mean, it's everything to hear a voice once in a while, right?
yeah.
Texts are so misconstrued. Sometimes they don't have any emotion behind it. So I don't know what you're really saying or how you really feel.
Right.
So it's good sometimes to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, I miss you, thinking of you," even if you're busy. That's a 3-second thing.
Yeah. It should be a decent balance. I think we've lost the art of
Conversation,
conversation.
communication.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like, can you think, Jim? Can
Yeah.
you can you think of the last time you actually approached a woman in the supermarket?
Damn. No.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? I had a man approach me in Wegmans, a businessman. Like I had ran out. I live really close to Wegmans. I ran out and I wanted to get something, and I looked at a mess.
Mhm.
And I just said I'm gonna be in and out, and I hope I don't see nobody I know. And I'm shopping in the fruit section, and this guy came over to me. He was like, "I just want to tell you." He was like, "You're so plain. You look so good." He was like, "You're amazing, right?" Totally not my type of guy. But
Right.
why I was thinking about him all day, okay? Because he was
Mm.
just so genuine. He didn't try to talk to me. He didn't
Mhm.
never try to give me a phone number.
Okay.
All he said was, "You look really nice. You have no makeup. You just look plain." He was like, "I wish more women look like that." That was it.
And walked
So I'm
away.
like,
Right.
where
Yeah.
is he?
That's what got you. He just hit you, boom, and walked away.
Yes. I never,
Cool.
ever. It's always somebody following me around. You follow me to the
Mhm.
car. You leaving a
Mhm.
note, and let
Mhm.
me
And you
pay
know
for your
what else?
groceries.
And you know what else?
What?
He saw potential.
Stop
Bam.
it.
Bam.
No, because honestly, he was not my type, and I wouldn't have talked to him. He just piqued my interest because the way he did
That's
that.
no,
I would
but
have
see,
never talked to him.
you talking
Mm.
from your vantage point. We're talking from the
We're
man's
talking from
vantage
a man
point.
Okay.
perspective, right? Right,
Okay,
from a
I'm gonna
guy's
let you
perspective.
have that. I'm gonna let you have that.
Because
Potential.
it's a lot of great guys out there. I'm one of them who's still in their potential
Oh,
stages,
you all right. You all
even at
right.
this late stage in my life. So don't discount us dusties.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Why would you
it's
say
such a
that? Like, okay.
like the majority of my friends that are married. When you ask them where they met, oh, we met online. Oh,
Oh wow.
he was in
Yeah.
my DMs on Instagram, or he was in my DMs on Facebook, or
Yeah.
we was on Plenty of Fish, or we
But
were
that's
da
the
da
way
da.
technology is going now. People gonna be meeting in the metaverse. You're gonna be thinking you're
Yeah.
talking to a woman. It's gonna be some fat dude with the goggles on,
Yeah.
sitting in a chair.
Right,
Yeah. Well, I mean
right.
I'm scared of that. So, I mean, I
Yeah.
get like a lot of DMs every day, and people be like, "Oh, can we meet? Can we be friends?" I'll be like, "No, I don't meet
Yeah.
people on Facebook. No,
Right.
no."
Well, what I'm saying is that you don't really hear about people getting approached anymore. Like you don't
No,
hear, oh, I saw her in the party, or I saw her at the supermarket, or I saw her,
But I do
walking
like,
the
I
street.
mean, men still try to talk to me in the supermarket
But
and different places, in the gym.
it's very rare that you even hear. Like I said, it's very rare. Like
It
people
is
that
rare. It is. It's
like
not the
you
same
ask
as
me,
how it
well,
used
how
to
did you
be.
meet? Well, she was in my DMs, or he was in my DMs, and
right.
we kind of went from there. But
Yeah, just
you
the
very
way
rarely hear.
things going. Yeah, and it's also rare to meet couples that's been together a long time. Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the podcast last week. It was a couple on there. They were married like 12 years. The other one was like 18 years. I'm like, man, that still exists.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good to
Yeah.
Yeah.
know. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get back to that real soon. Hey, but I appreciate both of y'all stopping by,
Absolutely.
chopping it
Appreciate
up
you
with
as
me.
well.
Anybody got anything? I know you do, cousin Mike. Promote everything you got going on, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you. No Anonymity Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Super dope. I have a podcast called Let's Take a Walk. Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. We talk to everybody.
Gotcha.
When I say everybody, we talk to everybody. We talk to pastors, we talk to singers, we talk to doctors, we talk to comedians. You name it. I had an artist, like a painter, on to this tonight.
Yeah.
Talking about her being an artist and her journey as an artist. I also do T-shirts and apparel. So this is with God, all things are possible.
Oh, I like that, man. I like that.
So yeah, I'm doing that. Check out my page on Facebook. I Am the Difference. Facebook/I Am the Difference.
Okay.
I also am an artist. I just put out a single called Thank God.
And it's banger. It's a banger too. Is that your wife in that video with you?
No. That's just actually a friend of ours. She's in a group with her sisters. It's like 4 sisters. They all can sing or whatever. And she just did the joint with me.
Okay.
So yeah, man, tune in, man. Hit me up. Mike Robinson 11 on Facebook and on Instagram. Let's Take a Walk podcast on Instagram. Check me out. Like I said, we talk to everybody. Check us out.
And you come on every Friday, right?
Every Friday.
You a live YouTube show. Shout out to everybody who do the live YouTube shows, because you can't stop and edit anything. It's just going. It's just it's a different ball game. Man. Shout out to you, because you inspired me to get back on my little podcast mission.
Absolutely. And you know what? Don't ever say that again. Don't ever say my little podcast.
Right.
Gotcha.
Stop saying that.
Okay.
Because what happens is that people will treat your podcast just like that. Oh, Jim, I saw your little podcast the other day.
Yeah.
Don't ever say that again.
For sure. I appreciate it, Cuzzo. Thank you. Yeah. What you got going on? You got something you promoting? What you doing?
I have the biggest children's event coming up in the city of Rochester with Rock Nation. We're going to be at Genesee Valley Park on March the 23rd from 2 p.m. until. We're going to have like cash prizes, Easter eggs. I do an Easter event every year in the city of Rochester, and it's usually huge. We get thousands and thousands of people. This time I teamed up with 2 other people, Khadijah, as you know, from DKX, and Marquita. And we're going to make it really huge. This is my last one. I'll be moving to Houston, Texas on April 1st.
Okay,
so this will be my last one. Thank you. I'm going to make it big as I possibly can. Last year, a little girl won $250 and a golden egg, and she cried because she wanted candy. She didn't understand the value of the money. But this year, we want to do it even bigger than that. So bring your kids out. We got great prizes. We got lots of chocolates, lots of bunnies. We got hot dogs. We got snacks. We got all type of things for children. And we also have prizes for adults. So you don't want to miss this one.
All right. Nice, man. Again, I appreciate you guys, your time. Thank you so much. You guys welcome back anytime y'all want to come over here.
Absolutely.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
Yes,
have
indeed.
a good night.
All right, y'all too, man. Peace. Yeah, we had a good conversation. I want to thank everybody who tuned in to the No Anonymity podcast. Thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, hit the Cash App. Follow me on IG. Well, I post a lot of content that I don't put over here. That's the IG, no anonymity underscore podcast on IG. If you got any ideas, anything you want me to talk about, feel free to hit that inbox in my IG. And also, if I'm doing free promotions for right now, if you're an artist, you got music, if you're a party planner, eventer, small business owner, hit me up right now at my Instagram. Send me a banner, your flyer. I will place that banner and flyer in my community section on YouTube. It's free promotion for right now, because once the platform grows, in the words of Fat Joe, yesterday's prices will not be today's prices. Peace. I'm gone. Till next time.